right, shalom, shalom. Giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rahakak Wadash. Double honors to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, teach well, be a great example to us brothers. And peace and salutations to the hopeful elect of Israel scattered abroad. It's your brother Sakar Kasad coming to you with just a quick, in transit, headed to the plantation. I've been just a few thoughts about the famine that's coming. A few thoughts about just various things. The brawl and Montgomery, Alabama, and how Jake's spirit's being roused up. These are all things. These are all signs from the Lord. As you see, the signs that the Lord spoke about, different signs of His coming, and you can see, all these things happening. Famine. People are hungry. Food banks are running out of money, running out of donations. Speaking of banks, banks are closing. Inflation is happening over the past few days. You can see how gas prices have been rising every single day. We're living in very trying times, man. Very prophetic times. Okay. And for some reason, over the past few weeks, it's been on my mind about how famine and how people are not going to be able to get the same stuff. They're not going to be able to eat real soon, man. You can feel it in the air. Whenever restaurants and stuff close down, whenever the trucks stop, that's another thing. It was like this company called Yellow. They laid off over like 30,000 people, and that's coming. And just before that, there was truckers striking. Was it about last year this time? You got reports, people saying that the docks off the ocean coast and stuff like that, the different coasts are empty. Nothing's really coming in or going out anymore. So the food that's in the stores right now and the food that you got right now, that's all from last year. But right now, there ain't too much activity at the docks. Truckers they're not as active, in trucking and, bringing foods into America and out of America. Those are like the veins of America, pretty much, trains, trucking industry, and, cargo, coming in and out. We about to come into a time where everything's just going to be stopped. It's just going to stop. Okay, and people are enjoying their lives right now, but sooner or later they're going to wake up and they're going to realize that, hey, like they're realizing it right now. They're realizing that they don't have enough money to pay for food. I was on the internet the other day, and there was a meme. It wasn't a meme. It was just this so-called white dude. He was saying, let's just, he's like, I'm stressed out. I can barely pay my bills and I can barely eat and raise my children. He's like, let's just burn this place down and start all over again. Well, that's how every single American is feeling right now. Blacks, whites, Latinos, all of them, man. Okay, because, it's prophecy that the Lord pulls the plug on this place. Esau, Edom is doing exactly what the Lord is making him do. The scriptures tell you the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord, and he turneth it whithersoever he will. So, You know, the wicked elites at the top, they're making moves on behalf of the Lord, and they don't even know it really. You know, they're doing things, you know, cutting off food programs to, you know, women that are on Section 8 and TANF or SNAP. Okay, so everybody's feeling it, man. Everybody's feeling drained. You know, on that post, you know, that white dude was talking about, let's burn this place down. You know, and I looked in the comments and everybody was saying the same thing. They was talking about all their woes, man. Woe. You know, that word woe goes into destruction when you see it in the Bible. Okay? Revelations 12:12 tells us, it says, woe unto the world and them that dwell therein. Okay? Woe means destruction, like get ready to be destroyed. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. Okay? But that Revelation, it tells you, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the devil is come down with great wrath. And who's the devil? Esau, Edom, the wicked elites, the so-called white men at the very top of the totem pole that are making the decisions, that own the banks, the so-called Illuminati. Scriptures tell you, Revelations 12:12, woe to the world and them that dwell therein. For the devil is come down with great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. A short time for what? To implement his new world order, in which, you know, all you people across the world will become slaves, man. Slaves to the system under that MOTB, RFID microchip, which is going to be brought in through an economic crash. They're going to have to take your money away, your 401ks and all these things that give you a universal basic income through a CBDC, central bank digital currency. The dollar is crashing. That's why, you know, on that post, I looked in that post, everybody on the post, I was just, you know, I was looking through it last night, and they had a bunch of woes, man. Complaining about the current condition of their life. They can't go on vacation. They can't do this. They can't do that. They can't support their children. They can't pay all the bills. They can't buy enough food to last. You know, the Lord is putting a squeeze on this place. Okay? And it's all prophecy. Okay? Things are picking up in this earth, man. You look at the job situation, you look at the economy. Okay, people are losing jobs at an all-time rate. You know, companies are laying off left and right, man. Banks are closing left and right. You know, all types of retail stores and different food places are closing. Different farms are shutting down and being bought by Bill Gates and his cronies, and, you know, the wicked elites. You know, they want you to eat the bugs. They want you to, I mean, they got lab-grown meats that are going to be in your stores soon and on restaurant tables, saying that in the name of climate change, they need to kill off all the animals and stuff like that. They need to kill off all the cows and the chickens and all these things. You know, all these things are happening for a reason, man. To force you people into submission to that MOTB, that mark of the beast spoke about in Revelations chapter 13 and 16, man. And they're bringing it. It's already here. They're just playing the data game, collecting data. Okay, squeezing the life out of you. Okay, and another thing, you know, I was looking at those posts. I'm like, damn, these people are about to commit suicide damn near, man. They were complaining so hard. That's why it's good to have this truth, man. Okay, like the book of Isaiah 33:6, it says, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time. And we're in an evil time. It's just the beginning of sorrows, like the book says. the beginning of sorrows, man. The beginning of woes. You know, these people have no idea what's really coming. They could just feel that they're getting squeezed, the life squeezed out of them. You know, one lady said something about, she's like, it's like we're drowning. It's like you're barely keeping your head above water. And yeah, that's the truth. And they're going to drown you out. Okay? Squeeze the life out of you until you submit to that mark of the beast, man. Revelations 13 and 16, you know? And he causeth all. Who is he? Esau, Edom, the devil, so-called white man, causing all. The WEF just said in an article not too long ago that there will be another lockdown, man. Climate lockdown. And they also mentioned in their articles that CBDC is going to have to be up under your skin. It's going to have to be a microchip under your skin. So Revelation 13 and 16, it tells you that he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark, which is charagma. When you go into that word charagma, it goes into karox. You know? Which goes into a Palestine, a stake, you know, something pointy at the end, and talking about those needles. Through those needles, they're going to be able to push that charagma inside of you, man. So major prophecies are moving forward in the earth, man. And people are being, the life's being squeezed out of these people to the point where, you know, they're complaining so much and they're so stressed out. You know, those comments on that post, they was like, man, you know, I don't know what to do. Like, you know, I don't know if I can keep living like this. You know, people like, I don't even know if I can live like this anymore, you know. You know, people about to start committing suicide. It's all about that MOTB, man. They you know, the powers at hand, which are up under the almighty power, Yahweh, who the world English calls God. You know, the Lord's putting it in their mind to do these things, to bring in the MOTB is his MOTB. That hour of temptation is coming. And like the scriptures say, they accomplish a diligent search. So they're collecting data right now, squeezing the life out of you people, seeing who's doing this, seeing what this will do. They burn down some food plants and, you know, kill Gates all the farmland, and, you know, he's the reason for that lab-grown meats. And him and his wife, or his husband, whatever that thing is, they said a long time ago, you know, a few years ago, that the next one, which is the next lockdown, it'll get their attention. It'll get people's attention. And that's the thing. Like, the devil is telling you who he is right in your face. Right in your face. He's telling you who he is. And everybody's complaining about how the devil's telling them who they are. But they don't realize that the Lord is, he's trying to tell you something, like that song, God is trying to tell you something. That old Christian song. Because he is. He's trying to tell everybody something. He's trying to tell you to pick a side, man, because, hey, that MOTB, that hour of temptation is coming real soon. It's going to come upon the whole world, man. And Jake is roused up right now because of that Montgomery brawl. You know, but, hey, we still behind enemy lines. We still got to go through the straight gate. We still got to get to the end. People think they're saved already. They go to church. I'm saved through the blood of Jesus Christ. No, you're not. You're not saved until you're saved, man. You're not saved until the Lord comes, and his name is Yahweh Shai, not Jesus. Okay? If you were saved, you wouldn't be going through the struggles that you're going through. You know, so us brothers that got this truth, that have this understanding and knowledge of what's going on and what's about to happen, being that we're seers and watchmen, You know, we know what's about to happen, so, you know, it gives us comfort in the midst of the storm to know that what the will of the Lord is, man. The Lord is doing all this for a reason. Putting a squeeze on people through these white men, through these wicked ass, evil, satanic white men that think that they're in charge, but they're not in charge at all, man. You know, these people are sitting back, they're laughing, watching you people struggle. Cracking up, man. Teeth showing. Watching you go through hell, man. Like I said, that post, people were, it just felt like they're about to die. They was like, man, we might as well die. I'd rather die than to live like this. That's how America's feeling right now. These people would rather die, man. Because they don't know the Lord. You got Christians coming forward. The elder Monatizak put a video up. You know, they're having to go into the scriptures because of the Israelites, man, because we're confounding them with the word of the Lord, the true word of the Lord. Esau, Edom finding out he the devil. So-called white people are finding out that they may be Esau, Edom. Not all of them. Some of them might be speckled bird, but they're finding it out. And it's and different church pastors, you know, black pastors is taking up for them and shit. Like, you know, the Lord is unveiling his secrets to the prophets, and we're putting it out to the world. Hey, this is what the Lord about to do, and these people can't take it. And I'm like, oh man, I might be Esau, Edom. I might as well die then. I might as well start killing a bunch of people. I might as well do whatever. If I'm not going to be saved, might as well do whatever. Like that interview a while ago, that white man was talking to the Hebrew Israelite brothers. I think it was like back in the 90s or something. He said, he told the brothers, he said, well, I might as well start killing a bunch of people. And that's what the brothers told him. Yeah, go take your ass, go commit suicide, kill your mama, kill your family. And that's what these white folks is doing these days. And then Jake, he gone too. He doing the same thing. You know, it's a spirit of vengeance in the world, the spirit of uncertainty, a spirit of death is in the world. And people would rather die, man. So while we're watching all these things, it's like we're watching a movie. But we're comforted through the word of the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. While everybody else is stirred up, they don't know what the hell to do. They're debating on killing themselves, literally, man. They can't take too much more. You know? I was reading an article, you know, this lady, her husband was going to divorce her. So in the middle of the night, she killed her 2 children, man, that was with the husband, and tried to kill herself. These people are through, man. It's a bunch of things happening. So much happening, man. It's going down in the earth, man. 2nd Esdras 15 and 2nd Esdras 16s. That's the time we're coming into, man. Jacob's trouble. Jacob's trouble is coming, man. And you can feel it. It's all in the air. The dollar's crashing. People laying off at an all-time rate. Homelessness picking up. Okay? These jobs, you know, they're not able to pay to fix their machines, or they're not able to. They say that they're hiring, but they're really not, really, because they can't even afford to add more people to their payroll, man. So a bunch of things are happening in the earth, and you know, Jake celebrating the little brawl and stuff, but you forget that we still got work to do. You forget that you still behind enemy lines, and you forget all these things. And you know, we hype about it and everything, but hey, man, like the brother's been speaking about, like the elder Karatazak, Las Vegas, brought out, you know, that clip from that movie, Higher Learning, when Cube was, hey, man, we still behind enemy lines, man. Jake gonna be caught in a snare, man. Jake ain't gonna never get it, man. He ain't gonna never get right. And the Lord wants it that way. That's why you got that spirit of that deaf spirit in Chicago, that deaf spirit in Indianapolis, and different cities around the earth. It's a spirit of death walking around, man, jumping into different people, like that movie, whenever it was trying to get Denzel. That's a real spirit, and it's created by the Lord, man. Ecclesiasticus, there be spirits that are created for vengeance. The Lord's will is going forth in the earth, man. And the Lord is a balanced power. He creates evil and good. Isaiah 45:7, I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. So while the brothers that's getting right with the Lord, we know all these things are happening, man. We're going to be like Isaiah 33:6, man. We know what the will of the Lord is, but everybody else is gone. They through. A whole lot of, I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of people commit suicide in these coming months, man. Like the suicide rates pick up to the point where it's like, you seeing people blow their damn brains out of nowhere, man. Shootings, while you at work somewhere, people shooting up the work, shooting up everything, shooting up, just going crazy because they can't take it anymore. So we living in a high time to wake up out of sleep, man. With that, hey, man, get ready, man. Get ready for the Lord. Ain't no other thing, man. Get ready for the Lord. Yahweh Shemi Yahawashi. Ain't nothing out here for us, man. And that's the thing about the Lord. That's why people must fear the Lord, because he creates both sides. People must fear the Lord. They must be afraid, man, but they're not afraid. They're going to be caught in the snare. They're going to be caught in the trap, man. Your family, friends, everybody, man. So, I'm thankful for one thing. I'm thankful for is this wisdom and knowledge, and that the Lord gave me a chance, giving us brothers and you few sisters a chance to make it right, man, because we don't deserve the Lord, man. He didn't have to give us these scriptures. He didn't have to do nothing for us, man. He could have just took us out. So, just be thankful that the Lord gave you this, because everybody else is through, man. They gone. The walking dead, man. With that, hey, shalom.